Hey everyone, it's Brett from Hope to Prosper, and I'm in Anza-Borrego State Park in California, and this is called Fawn's Point. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Utah, but anyways, thanks for coming along this week, and I hope you enjoy this week's video. Today, I want to talk about my 3-year retirement anniversary. I can't believe 3 years has come and gone so quickly. It just seems like yesterday I was stuck at a desk with my phone ringing all day and people walking into my office. And then one day I was free to do whatever I wanted every day. And that's what I've been doing for 3 years. So, okay, let's dig in. Let's get started. I'll keep this video short and entertaining for you. First, I want to talk about my new truck, which you can see right there. That's what I call my new retirement truck. And it's a 2025 Ford Ranger. And what happened was my F-150 was getting old. It was a 2000, so it was 26 years old. And it had like 232,000 miles on it. So I decided it wasn't reliable enough to, go to Montana or Colorado or some of the adventures we wanted to do. So I got a new truck. And what I did was I got a mid-size truck, a Ranger, instead of an F-150. And I replaced two vehicles with one. So instead of having a little car, my little car kind of died, and then my F-150, I replaced them both with one vehicle. So it's nice. It's more nimble, it's more economical, it gets good mileage. You could park it in the store without having to go forward and back about 4 times. And most important, it has 4-wheel drive. Maria wanted me to get a 4-wheel drive truck so we could go off-road more often. There's a number of times we've been on adventures and didn't want to get stuck, so we didn't take the dirt road. We had gotten stuck once when we went hunting. And, you don't want to get stuck in Death Valley or Anza-Borrego and have to walk out. So we wanted to go off-road more often, so we got the 4-wheel drive truck and we tested it out in Anza-Borrego. We're going to travel a lot. We're going to go to California, Utah, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and who knows where else. So this truck is my retirement truck, and it's set up for adventures. So next, how's it going? I want to talk about how my 3 years of retirement is going. It's going great from an adventure standpoint. I mean, I've been killing it on travel and adventure. And went everywhere last year, and we're going to go a lot of places this year. I might even go to Egypt and Jordan, and maybe Micronesia, and a number of other places, Colorado, Washington. So it's going to be a fun year for travel and adventure, and I have another ambitious year planned for 2026. But on other things, it was started out slow. I made some New Year's resolutions, which I never do. And I haven't been meeting them yet. I haven't given up yet, but I haven't been meeting them yet. So I still need to go on a social media diet. I've been watching too much X, and I've cut back on Facebook, so I don't waste a lot of time on that. But I spend too much time in my desk, on my computer, doing stuff like that. So I still need to work on that, although I'm doing way better than I was last year. And I still need to refocus on my health. I haven't really picked that up yet, but I'm about 4 pounds over my goal weight. So I want to lose about 10 pounds, and I want to walk more often. I want to walk about 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm basically walking once or twice. But I've been slacking on my duties, to be honest. I need to start working on the house, working on the cars, taking care of stuff. I kind of took a 3-year vacation for my first 3 years of retirement. All I've been doing is all the fun stuff, and like I said, slacking on my duties. Okay. So I need to get myself back in action. I need to jump in and get it going. But besides that, I'm not too hard on myself because I really needed, I worked hard for 40 some odd years, and I really needed a break. Okay, so I want to say one last thing. I want to talk about retirement is better. It's way better. I think back to just 3 years ago, and, I was sitting at a desk, and phone was ringing off the hook, and, it was stressful, and people were walking to my office. There was all these projects. I love retirement. I could never go back to work. I'm unemployable at this point. And for all the reasons that we were just talking about, just the travel and adventure alone, I can't imagine if I was working for another 3 years that I would have gotten nearly as many places and done nearly as many fun things as I have. So I'm really happy about that. My health has improved, even though I'm 4 pounds over my goal weight. At least, I lost that weight and I met that goal, and I'll get back under that. Another thing, I'm getting a lot more sleep, and I'm just really enjoying my life. I wake up when I feel like I'm rested, and then I don't have to worry about it no more. So it's also stress-free life, One of the things that's been really great for me over the last 3 years, I could feel my stress drop immediately when I retired. And that's been like one of the biggest blessings. Another thing, and I mentioned this on a number of other videos, I love the peace and solitude. Sometimes I can sit and have a cup of coffee and play with my dog and just enjoy my day, just kind of wind into my day instead of having to jump up and roar around. And, this is something everybody who's retired says, every day is like Saturday for us. Maria and I, what we like to do is we like to just buzz out on a Monday or a Tuesday and then just go on a little adventure for a couple days. And then we come back on Wednesday or Thursday. And we've been doing that, and it's wonderful. It's not crowded. It's not expensive. We went to Anza-Borrego in the middle of, probably the most crowded season, and it was still really manageable. There was places to park. You could do things without, a million people there. And so we love it. That makes it, it just makes it so much enjoyable doing things on the weekday. So that's why I believe retirement's better. Never interested in going back. At this point in my life, I'm not even really interested in volunteering, at least not anything that would be scheduled. I wouldn't mind working on projects or something like that I could do on my own time, but I'm definitely never interested in trading my time away again. I've done that for far too long, and now that I'm free from that, I'm never going to sign myself back up for it. Okay, so let's talk about the bottom line. The bottom line is retiring at 58, it was one of my best decisions ever. I could still be stuffing money away, but I'd also be sacrificing some of the best years of my life trapped in a desk. And the only guarantee in life is that the longer you work, the less fun time you're going to have for yourself. You're going to be giving that time away to an employer, chasing a dollar, and then who knows how much time you have left. So anyways, I just want to wrap it up and say thanks for coming along this week. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful footage of Anza-Borrego State Park. You know what? This was a really neat adventure for us. Not only did we get to test out the truck going off-road, I went on a really cool little hike, and we just saw everything that there was to see. We stayed in the spa, the resort, which we don't do. We were usually like cheap hotel people. And it was wonderful. If you're ever in sunny SoCal in the winter, you got to check out Anza-Borrego. It's a great place. So anyways, I want to wish you all health, happiness, and prosperity in your lives. And we'll see you on our next big adventure. Our next big adventure is going to be Julian, California. And that's near, this is near Anza-Borrego, but it's up in the mountains, so it's not a desert scape. It's going to be a mountain adventure. And we will bring you along with us. And I hope you enjoy it.